What up, Saiyans? So honestly, recorded a bunch already. Come to find out, the mic wasn't on. But anyways, today we have one of my favorite workouts, which is shoulders and arms. So we are gonna achieve an over 9,000 arm pump today. That is the goal. To be honest, didn't get the best sleep last night. So a little tired still, but that's okay. That's what the pre-workout's for. Sipping on some boba tea protein, strawberry soju mixed with the non-stem yuzu. This thing is fire. Yuzu, strawberry soju. Oh, it's so good. If you guys have these flavors, mix it together. It'll change your life. That and what I like to call lychee dragon, which is the lychee pre-workout mixed with dragon fruit. That is super damn good too. Those are my two favorites that I've been drinking a lot lately. I'll drink the lychee when I'm feeling okay, just need a little push. And I save the high stem now for days when I just really need to kick it over 9,000. However, as we move on into this kale can phase, that might be more frequently, to be honest. Because, I don't know, the high stem just hits a lot harder. And it's just more fun. Gives you that little kale can feeling. So, warming up the elbows. Right tricep tendonitis, I feel it a little bit today, but it should be fine. Tricep tendonitis has been feeling great lately. Lower back feels pretty good today. Actually feels very good. Yesterday I woke up with it feeling tight. Today feels much better. Yeah, I don't really know what changed, but I'll take it because tomorrow's leg day, so I need it loose for tomorrow's leg day. So that's kind of what I was worried about. But on top of that, it's a rainy, wet day in Hawaii today. A little muggy. Yesterday was a little warmer than usual. So hopefully it gets a little colder today. But irregardless, we're just gonna kill this workout. So let's go. Okay, so first exercise is hammer curls. So instead of doing them standing, which is actually how I had it programmed, because I just want to watch my lower back, I decided to do them seated. However, I decided to take it a step further, and I'm kind of playing around with these elbow supported hammer curls. So in the last meso, I had elbow supported regular bicep curls, dumbbell bicep curls, and that felt really good. Excuse me. But yeah, I really like the fact that your triceps can push against something and it just has a little bit extra support, makes the exercise a little bit more isolated and strict. So that's what I'm also trying for the hammer curls, and to be honest, it feels really damn good. Don't think I'll program it next meso, depending on everything, but definitely it's something I'm looking to add. Whew. Yeah, those felt really damn good. Obviously, you can't go as heavy because it's a more isolated movement. I mean, there's no real way to cheat or anything because you're leaning against something. However, the pump and contraction in your biceps is over 9,000. Like, yeah, hammer curls. As someone that I am looking to program a little bit more forearms into future mesos. However, it's not something that I really hit a lot, but it's definitely something that I do want to build as well. And hammer curls definitely is like a 2-in-1. Get the best bicep pump. It's one of my favorite exercises. And you build your forearms at the same time. So it's a win-win situation. So yeah, but these elbow supported ones felt, yeah, damn good. Another one that I do also want to bring into future mesos, probably next meso, is Zotman curls. So Zotman curls, not something I've really done a lot of, but something I definitely want to try and think will be super beneficial as well. So let's keep on going. Okay, so next we're supposed to be doing the dip machine. However, I don't have one. So typically instead I would be doing ring dips. However, as mentioned, I don't really want to do anything that kind of overly engages my core. And yeah, I just want to rest my lower back for tomorrow's leg day. So instead we're doing the V-bar pushdowns, my favorite, I guess, cable tricep pushdown machine. Although I've been really liking the unilateral tricep pushdowns just with the cuff. Like once you get that angle on that cuff, those feel damn good. However, these feel good as well. Honestly, the cuffs probably feel better. Like as far as like a unilateral compared to a bilateral movement. But just gonna pump these out for a set 10. Yeah, and that's the perfect weight for the acclimation period. So as I mentioned about adding in forearms later, I think what I'll do, excuse me, with future mesos is I'll add in optional extra exercises. So like at the end of the workout, it'll have like optional like wrist curls or, you know, some type of forearm work, cable wrist curls, cable behind the back wrist curls, which is something I really like for forearms. And just optional exercises to hit for those of you who do want to build your forearms, build those big ass Baki forearms. And to be honest, that's something I kind of want to do too, you know? I've always had decent forearms, but I've never really tried to like blow them up. Like I did the race bucket challenge, which is actually felt really good on my mobility and everything. It's just a little messy, as you guys saw. Just obviously you're using a bucket of rice. However, yeah, forearms, definitely something I want to grow. Okay, so the next exercise we're doing is cable AD press. So, I don't know, I've just been a fan of cable pressing lately. I feel like I finally got like the settings right and the form right and the constant tension, and just with the cables, everything just feels really damn good. It feels very low impact on your joints, low fatigue, but really high stimulus. So, and that's really the goal when it comes down to lifting. You want as low fatigue as possible with as much stimulus as possible as well. So you want, I guess, the least amount of pain via joints and fatigue to your body and the most hypertrophy. And I feel like cables a lot of the time help that. So I don't know. But in the future, I will be bringing back dumbbell AD press as well, just because, I mean, free weights have their time and place as well too. So anyways, I'm gonna just wrap this out. Are the weights the same? They are the same. It just felt a little weird when I unwrapped it. Okay. Yep, and that pump and burn just feels so damn good. I think a big thing is also getting that full stretch at the bottom. So literally, instead of just bringing the cables down to my anterior delts, I'm bringing them a little out too as well. Just splitting them at the bottom, just driving my elbows down, getting that full stretch in my delts. And as I come up, I kind of tuck my head in, kind of like when you're doing overhead press, how you push your head through after the bar passes your head. You push your head through. Same thing with the cables. I'm pushing my head through and just contracting the crap out of my delts at the top. And just an amazing pump and burn. A lot of times I feel like on AD press, you do get, sometimes you get some like elbow issues from pressing in that angle, in that plane. However, I don't know, cables just feel good. So that's why we kept it for this meso. And 2 more exercises, hopefully before Akame wakes up. Let go. Okay, so next we got our last bicep exercise. So doing cable curls, however, you're gonna be curling into your body and supinating at the top. So just stand right in between the cables. Keep your elbows in place as always. Curl and kind of supinate in at the top. Yeah. Really loving today's workout. Like, even though I didn't come in feeling the best, didn't come in rested, didn't come in, you know, really ready to work out. However, really loving the pump and just the balance of this workout. Like, everything's just clicking really well today. Definitely think, whew, once this meso starts, once we get Kyoken going and the ascension phase, definitely think we're gonna add some, not inches, but hopefully some, I don't know, a couple millimeters, millimeters to the arms as we build our forever 18s, forever chasing 18-inch arms. However, yeah, this one's a winner. Just make sure at the top of the rep, you're kind of supinating towards the top. Something else you can do, I notice I do it slightly, is grab closer to the inside of the D handle. So yeah, I'm grabbing more towards the bottom of the D handle, closer to your body, and I'm supinating a little bit more at the top. So that's another tip. I don't think it'll make a huge difference. However, it can help. And it's something that I notice I do without even thinking. So something else you can try. Also mess around with how forward or how in between the cables you are. So make sure that you're kind of right in between the cables. And yeah, just kind of play around with it until you get that perfect contraction. However, yeah, this exercise is really good. And finishing this workout off, we got one of my new favorites. And stay tuned. Okay, last but not least, we have lying cable lateral raises. My new favorite. I don't know if I showed these yet on this channel. However, if you guys haven't tried these, grab some cuffs, grab the cable stack or machine and a bench, and you're good to go. So the main thing that you want to remember when doing this exercise is don't think of it like a press, or don't think like you're trying to press up. Think of it like you're trying to pull out, just because you got to look at the resistance profile. Each cable is coming from this diagonal plane, so you kind of want to push out against it. So yeah, just think of it as like a lying fly, like you're doing lateral raises, but you're just lying down instead. I see a lot of people that when they do this, they tend to bring their arms like too high up, like they're actually doing a press, and you actually lose some resistance by going that high. So push your arms out, not exactly straight up. And yeah, this is another super duper winner for stimulus to fatigue ratio. Like this is something, if you really want to spam lateral raises, this is probably one of the best ways you can do it, like every single day. And you'd probably be good. Whew. That's some good shit. Whew. Yeah, one of my favorite exercises is when you find that good shoulder exercise where, yeah, I just get a crazy shoulder pump and engages that lateral delt so good. It's something I feel like when I do even the lateral raise machine I used to spam in New York. The gym I go to down here has it as well, except those you still are using a lot of forearms because you have to grip the handles. These is pretty much all shoulders just because you're driving straight. The ankle cuffs are a game changer, which is why I like using them for a lot of different exercises. Also the fact that you can just change your grip within the cuff as well, which is why I like them for the unilateral tricep extension. But this is a good one. Another lying exercise, and as I talked about in other videos, Like stability is king when it comes to, you know, low fatigue, high stimulus exercises, or, yeah, exercises that you want to do. Stability is king. So a lot of exercises can be done a lot more stable if you just do them lying down. However, it's just, yeah, figuring it out. Something else I do want to try as well is lying face pulls. Face pull is one of those things where if you're doing them standing, you're always going to be, unless you're like leaning up against the bench, you're always going to be a victim to your balance, right? You can't go heavier than you can balance, or else you're going to start doing this motion while you do it. You're going to start rocking and cheating a little bit, and you don't really want that. So the other video, I started doing the reverse pec decks with the cable. That felt amazing. That's hands down a winner. I'm still stoked about that exercise. But yeah, something I also want to mess around with later is lying face pulls as well. And honestly, lying things outside of lying on benches, yeah, especially lying on the gym floor, having to find a mat, that kind of thing. It's a little dirty, a little weird, but I don't know, something I can play around with. Even if you did it off a bench, actually, honestly, if you did lying face pulls off a bench, it would probably be even better, because let's say you're lying and you can drive your elbows past the bench, because technically the ground would be here and you'd have to stop here if you're doing your things. It's like doing a bench press off the ground, right? Or yeah, floor presses. That's what I meant. It's like doing floor presses. You pretty much are limited to your elbows hitting the ground. However, face pulls are the same thing. You'd be limited. You wouldn't be able to retract all the way into it. So I can see that being a huge limiting factor. So what I think would be better is just jump on a bench like this and do lying face pulls like this. And then boom, solves that problem. Like, you can retract all the way back into it. You're as stable as possible. I mean, you're lying down. From here, all you're doing is worrying about driving those elbows back. And you could even use, I don't know, you could even use like cuffs if you wanted to, really. Not sure how, you wouldn't be able to cross it like that. That'd be weird. Or would you be able to? What I'm thinking is, if you laid in between the cable stacks, put some cuffs over here and just pulled it kind of like this, like in a cross motion, you probably get the right tension, the right angle. It'd probably feel amazing. Anyways, that's something for another day. This is the kind of weird shit that goes on in my mind while I'm lifting. And this is one of the reasons why I started the training group, because I love thinking about new exercises, love messing around with different things. I love trying to make things better, more efficient, and just change it up. And ascend. Really, like, progress is everything. Progress is all that matters. But we're trying to do it safely, and we're trying to do it forever, because that's what it's about. Forever ascending. So anyways, yeah, those face pulls, I'm gonna write it down. We're gonna try it later, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So stay consistent. For those of you guys in the training group, KO Ken is coming next week, so be ready to ascend. And yeah, don't be a Yamcha, and I'll see you guys in the next one.